Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Lengua, and this is a presentation for the University of Maryland Global Campus, class of ISIS 650 Information Technology, the CIO, and Organizational Transformation. Dr. Tanya Miller, March 31st, 2024, and the title of the presentation is Final Exam, an examination of how the CIO influences his/her peers and to whom she or he reports, advantages and disadvantages. According to Banker 2011, the CIO's position was originally created in the 1980s with the main responsibility to oversee the IT infrastructure of the organization. However, this role has expanded beyond keeping the business running. Due to the advances in technology, this position is now considered a vital component of the business strategy to ultimately create business value. Some of the CIO responsibilities include managing all employees in the IT department by answering their questions and monitoring the overall department performance. He monitors the IT budget, approves the purchase of new technology, oversees each step of its implementation, and delegates project tasks. In addition, the CIO has higher level responsibilities within the organization, such as working closely with high level executives to advise on new technology trends. He can even create new business solutions to improve internal processes or communication channels for the organization to become or remain competitive. As mentioned before, this position has grown to be vital for an organization to take advantage of its resources and place itself ahead of its competitors. But who is a good fit for this role? What are the skills this individual should master? Troy Hildebrandt, 2023, it states that the CIO in today's fast-paced, changing economy should master the following skills: financial and business acumen. The CIO must be able to manage capital and operating expenses effectively and understand how finances work and how they can impact the different organizations' stakeholders. Moreover, the CIO must have good communication skills. He or she will have to be the translator between high executives and his team. He should be able to communicate the importance of technology and how this supports the business strategy, and ensure that his team understands the business goals and objectives as well. Communication skills are fundamental for the CIO to be successful in this position. He will also be required to tailor messages depending on the audience or different stakeholders to convey oral and written communication effectively. In addition, Conrad Shelfut 2024 recommends that in order to influence others, the CIO must be more than an expert of cost and become a chief insights officer to create new growth for the business. During the pandemic, many organizations went out of business due to their inflexible architecture and rigid models. Those hard times proved that organizations must reinvent themselves to survive. The CIO was in an ideal position to demonstrate that IT touched every single department in the organization and that it was imperative to eliminate siloed functions and develop end-to-end capabilities by utilizing the cloud, data, and artificial intelligence, AI. On the other hand, the CIO role is not just a technical position but political. Consequently, building good relationships throughout the organization is imperative to set a course for long-term success. First of all, it is important for the CIO to get to know who his boss is, depending on the company. This could be the Chief Financial Officer, CFO, or Chief Executive Officer, the CEO. Assuming the CIO have never met the CFO or CEO before, he should understand during their first meeting what the organization needs are and what is expected from him. Building good relationship is not limited to the CEO or CFO. The CIO should get to know senior management as well. This will provide the CIO an idea how IT is perceived throughout the organization. Moreover, conversations with end users at all levels will work as an indicator advising if past and existing IT projects are going well or if in some areas are in need of improvement. When it comes to deciding what reporting structure is the best fit for an organization, there are some factors that should be taken into consideration. According to Banker 2011, their findings reveal that the CIO reporting structure is associated to the organization's strategic position. Companies' strategic position can be classified by either the differentiators or cost leaders. In the case of the differentiators, they will be better served by a CIO CEO partnership since they are focused on offering quality and product with unique features despite the cost. In contrast, cost leaders will be better served by a CIO CFO partnership due to the fact that their main goal is to achieve the lowest average cost per unit. In addition, Lee Copeland 2001 suggests that the reporting structure will depend on if the company is in a growth or stable. He mentioned the following example. If a company is planning or implementing a large IT initiative, the CIO should report directly to the CEO. On the other hand, if the company is in the maintenance phase, then the CIO should report to the CFO. The reporting structure of an organization can demonstrate the importance relying on the IT function and how this supports the business strategy. The CIO should report to a C-suite executive. Otherwise, a wrong reporting structure may impede his role to promote the IT vision throughout the organization. The question rises, to whom should a CIO report to, the CFO or CEO, which are the most common reporting structures? Also, what are the advantages and disadvantages reporting to either one? Here are some of the advantages of a CIO CFO partnership. According to Wayne Sadden, 2021, the number of CIOs reporting to the CFO is between 28% and 51%. Due to the nature of an organization such as manufacturing or supply chain management, it will make more sense for the CIO to report to the CFO, since the CFO may understand the business value on the technology initiatives. In addition, reporting to the CFO should be determined by the type of strategy the firm follows. The CFO is characterized for being risk adverse, always applying a cost benefit approach, and consequently looking for a return on investment. Therefore, a CIO should report to the CFO if the business strategy involves IT initiatives for cost leaders that focus on reducing costs throughout the organization. Anthony Cusimano, 2013, provides a real-world example where both the CIO and CFO worked together as partners to make processes more efficient with the resources the organization already had. The finance team had difficulties accessing key data and spent hours reconciling, validating, and error-checking reports. Both the CIO and CFO came up with a new process where redundant systems were eliminated and an accurate, streamlined reporting system was placed instead. According to Nicole Madigan, 2023, another benefit of the close working relationship with the CIO and CFO is the ability to create standards, quality controls, and access storage protocols in order to ensure data governance practices, data accuracy, integrity, and security. Recently, the collaboration between the CIO and the CFO allowed a multi-company organization to develop a consistent set of tools to facilitate budget reporting. The finance team for this multi-company organization had to spend a great amount of time reconciling and validating different spreadsheets submitted by each company. This was time-consuming and inefficient since the margin of error was high, preventing the team to focus on analytics and decision-making. Moreover, finance and IT are strategic in nature and should always be part of the organization's strategic plan. It is anticipated that at one point a capital investment will be needed in order to improve this partnership between the CIO and CFO. In that case, collaboration will be key to build a better and more efficient solution. One of the keys to do so will be by minimizing complexity and embracing simplicity. More complex systems tend to require more changes, leading to lower ROI, while simplified solutions tend to reduce costs, improve efficiency, and increase ROI. On the other hand, reporting to the CFO may have some disadvantages as well. For some, this reporting instruction may send the message that the IT department is considered a cost center and not a value added, such as those departments that generate income. The CFO has different priorities and is in charge with safeguarding the financial health of the organization. Therefore, his main focus is on analyzing the financial performance of different units, controlling expenditures, and assuring that any investment achieves ROI. In addition, CFOs focus on processes in a short term period, which is opposed to the CIO since IT investment developments may take years to complete. Moreover, when the CIO reports to the CFO, this relationship may tend to diminish the CIO's role in the IT department throughout the organization. Unfortunately, some may think that by not having a seat at the C-suite and reporting to another high executive translate to not being critical to the company's strategy. In contrast, Diederik Wortman 2022 explains that the IT function is a value added that in many instances it may not be possible to get measured or quantified in order to demonstrate its true value. For example, keeping the automation of the business running is a cost saving for the company. Also, IT adds value in software development when it comes to digitizing certain processes to cut costs or innovate to place new products in the market faster. Another common reporting instruction that different organizations implement is for the CIO to report to the CEO. Different CIOs find very adventurous to report to the top executive in the organization. This signals to the entire organization that technology has a seat at the C-suite and the CIO is a strategic player in the firm. Banker 2011 states that a close working relationship with the CEO enables the CIO to gain a broader and cross-functional view of the organization. In addition, this gives him a clear understanding of the firm's strategic position and alongside aligned technology for the firm to achieve its goals and objectives. In today's fast-paced business environment, technology drives transformation by fostering innovation and enhancing overall performance. When comparing to the CIO to other high executives, he has a unique and different perspective of the organization, including its operations, customers, and competition, that can be crucial to drive business success. Moreover, this close working relationship can facilitate the CIO to ensure funding for a particular IT initiative or investment. He will have the opportunity to demonstrate the value in such as investments directly to the highest executive in the organization without going through different layers of management. For years, the CIO has struggled to justify why technology investments should be made, resulting in under-budgeted projects that ended up not meeting expectations. In the United States, 20% of the organizations cancel an IT project since it did not deliver as promised, which wasted companies' resources. Barnier 2010. Mike Capone 2022 mentions that another important advantage of the CIO CEO partnership is having the opportunity to change the organization's culture and mindset for all employees. In today's modern business world, data is the new currency that can provide employees with insights to better understand their clients' needs and make informed decisions. Data literacy, data literacy should be one of the CIO's top priorities. Employees, including the C-suite, should be able to read, work with, analyze, and communicate with data throughout the organization. A recent survey revealed that 67% of executives do not feel comfortable by accessing, using, nor basing their decisions on data generated by an analytic tool. Therefore, the close relationship between the CIO and CEO will be determinant to change from the traditional decision making processes to those more agile, where employees can access and base their business decisions on real time data. Even though there are different advantages when the CIO reports directly to the CEO, Lance Elliott 2016 explains that there might be some disadvantages too. One of them claims that the CEO might become distracted and take his attention away from the strategic plans of the organization. This assumption implies that IT and the CIO might not be a strategic partner in this particular firm. Also, the CIO might limit his agenda to bits and bytes, implying that the CIO does not know how to prioritize topics or has no important topics to talk to the CEO about. Lastly, some believe that the CIO is not business savvy enough to report to the CIO, which in some instances might be correct, but in some others might not be the case. In conclusion, there is not a correct answer to whom the CIO should report to. There are different advantages and disadvantages when implementing either partnership. Therefore, it is recommended for organizations to consider different factors, such as the business strategy and who the CIO is, in order to determine who she or he will report to. However, whatever the reporting instruction is chosen, the partnership between the CIO, CFO, or CEO should always be based on the clear communication, collaboration, and understanding of each other's roles.